Does it hurt to look in the mirror?
When I look in the mirror, I see myself the way I've always been. I don't really see the scars. I just see myself.
Has any good come of this, Marla?
I don't know. Maybe. I guess I learned a lot about people, about how cruel they can be, and about how kind they can be. And I learned a lot about myself, too. I thought that losing my face would be the worst thing that could ever happen to me. But I'm still alive. And I found out that there's a lot more important things than just a pretty face. I also found out I'm a survivor. And then I'll go on. I'm not going to be a victim forever.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is about the story of Marla Hanson, a woman who was attacked in New York back in 1986. She was slashed in the face several times by a man that she refused his advances, and he wasn't trying to hear it. This is the Marla Hanson story. Marla Hanson was born on June 18, 1961, is an American screenwriter and ex-model who was the victim of a slashing attack instigated by her landlord in 1986. Born in Independence, Missouri, Marla graduated from Odessa High School in Odessa, Missouri, and attended college at Southwestern Assemblies of God University in Wasatch, Texas. I might have said that wrong. Sorry if I did. A suburb of Dallas. After working as a real estate and insurance agent, a job promotion brought her to New York City, where she took a part-time modeling job that eventually became her full-time career in the 1980s. In June 1986, Marla Hanson became involved in a dispute with her landlord, Steve Roth, over a security deposit that he owed her. She had also previously rejected his romantic advances. Roth hired two friends, Stephen Bowman and Darren Norman, to attack her. She testified that Steve Roth asked her to step outside a bar and then stood by while the two men, after announcing a stick-up, slashed her face with a razor blade. The assault left 3 wounds that required surgery and over 100 stitches to close, resulting in permanent scars. Roth and the attackers were tried separately, with Judge Jeffrey Atlas presiding over both trials. In Roth's trial, an attorney for Roth suggested that his day breaking off a long-term homosexual relationship with Stephen Bowman that day led Stephen to attack Marla out of rage of jealousy. In Steve Roth's trial, he was found guilty of first-degree assault for arranging the attack. In the trial of Stephen Bowman and Darren Norman a few months later, Marla was subjected to a controversial cross-examination by Stephen Bowman defense attorney Alton Maddox, who impugned her character in a line of questioning the prosecutor called disgusting and filthy. Attorney Maddox also asserted that Marla had racial hang-ups that led to her falsely identifying Steve Bowman and Darren Norman, who are African American, as her attackers. Marla Hanson and her attorney later publicly criticized the criminal justice system for allowing her to be humiliated on the witness stand. Bowman and Norman were both found guilty. During sentencing, Judge Atlas gave Steve Roth the 5 to 15-year maximum sentence, but not before telling a weeping Marla and her attorney was incensed at their public criticism of the criminal justice system. After a brief recess, Judge Atlas apologized to Marla and her attorney. Mayor Ed Koch expressed outrage at Atlas' comments. Bowman and Norman were both sentenced to the 5 to 15-year maximum sentence as well. Marla Hanson has since lobbied for reform in the way victims of crimes are treated in criminal courts. In 1997, she married Douglas Howell, whom she had met on a flight to Cuba a few months earlier. They have a daughter together. The story of the attack on Marla was made into a TV movie entitled The Marla Hanson Story in 1991, where she was portrayed by Cheryl Pollock. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.